Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming back tonight. Looks like I might be the only one here tonight. Wasn't able to talk to Kevin earlier. Larry will be on in a little bit. Hope everyone is doing well today. Get that link posted up in just a minute. Hi, Danny. Hope everything is going well for you tonight. Are you able to hear me, Danny? Oh, Cat still wants to try to get the parakeet. Is the parakeet doing better now, though? I know it had, when you got it, it was injured. Is it able to fly better now then? Great. Hi, Ian. Well, I got a couple of new toys for the fish room today. I got a Brian's Shrimp Hatchery, so I'll be trying to figure out how to get that working right tonight. Oh, yes. Gotta wait for a molt to get her flight feathers back. Have you ever noticed that your bird might be picking the feathers? I had a parakeet that wouldn't let her or wouldn't let its feathers grow in because it loved the taste of the oil that comes right from the feather shoot. So it would pull out its own feathers. No, I didn't get the this one. I just got one off of Amazon. and it didn't have very good instructions on how to set it up. But I think I've got it figured out. It's just a matter of putting the water and the eggs in it. Now this is actually a manufactured one, but it's just not the Hsif brand. Well, Danny, I know that that can also be loneliness or disease. It's actually something that it learned from its father. Its father would do it to it and itself. So it was a learned behavior. But it eventually, I got it rehomed to somebody else, and it did eventually end up growing back its feathers after a lot of time going by. So you're right; it could have been kind of a mix between stress and learned behavior, because I did have cats that might have been stressing it out. Yeah, I'm trying to the brine shrimp because I have the crevenza's babies, and I've also got some killifish babies and guppy babies. So I want to give them something to eat that's more appropriate for their size. Ooh, freshly picked blueberries. I love blueberries. I do have a lot of diatomic algae and green algae and a lot of plants in the tank that they've been just eating up the leaf litter. So I know I've got a lot of the micronutrients in the tank. I'm just looking for the next stage in the nutrient to get them to grow for the next stage. And I just realized today that I actually have two spawns of the cribenzas in that tank. I don't know if it's from the same pair or if there's another pair that's also spawning. Yeah, I feed it to all my nano fish. Um, I do the brine shrimp. I do mysis shrimp. I have the spirulina brine shrimp and spirulina mysis. I also have bloodworms. Those are all frozen though, so I decided to do the brine shrimp hatchery for some live food. I know a lot of people say, oh, get the Walter worms or the vinegar eels and all that. I just don't know that I'm ready to have that going on in my house with having three cats that get into everything. But if anybody wants to come up on screen, the link is posted. I think we kept people up pretty late last night. Hi, us. And I know Blackie is just wrapping up for the night. So we should have a few more people coming in soon. But the tank that you're looking at is the Trebenzis tank. I just realized that the filter had nearly stopped running. So that's why it's so cloudy right now. I got in there and did some filter maintenance before the show. But that's also why I have so much diatomic algae. And there's a whole bunch of babies who just got stirred up in the corner by the daddy. Thank you, Ian. I'm going to get that started tonight. Larry actually got me two of the hatcheries, so I can have one hatching and then start running a couple days later so I can keep them cycling. And Jess is sending me more of the other kind of cribenzas this week, so those will be going over into my other 75. Yeah, Danny, I had thought about making my own hatchery, but I was worried about my cats getting into it, so. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, I know, Ian. Father fish hatched brine shrimp in a boot. Yeah, I think sometimes we do try to overcomplicate things a little. It doesn't help that all the aquarium sales places have all these different features and things that make us think that we're doing things that are wrong. Well, I have reef salt. I also have aquarium salt. I have RO water. I have tap water. I have salt water. So I won't have any trouble hatching them. Yeah, I got to do a lot more research on figuring out whether or not I have hard water, soft water, alkaline water, what it is. Because, I always thought I had hard water because I get hard water deposits, but people have been telling me that my water isn't hard. Oops, I moved the camera. Danny. I wasn't aware that you had a breakfast tank either. Hi, Dr. Black. Thank you for coming in after your stream. And I'm definitely going to have to check out that Loki program. Oh, so you originally had a figure eight puffer and earache snails, and now you're doing bumblebee gobies and earaches. Nice. Oh, that sounds fantastic, Danny. You'll have to show us. Have you done much with the ponds yet this year? I haven't been able to check in on your stream for a little while. I'll go check it out. I know you had a problem over the winter and you were trying to get it redone, so I wasn't sure if you had gotten it done already yet. I'm glad to hear you did. I love ponds. Unfortunately, where I live, I'll never be able to have one year round, and I just can't manage to keep a tank empty to house them for the winter. I always find something else to go in it. Oh, you're planning on expanding the pond next year. Wonderful. I've seen people make ponds out of so many different things. I think it's one of the most creative things coming out in the aquarium hobby right now is what people are doing outdoors in their ponds. With the pond leaking, is are you having any problems with damage other than having to just refill the pond more often? Hi, Larry. You made it home, or are you still at work? Ah, you just left here on your way home. Yeah, Larry was over here earlier, and he was helping me do some algae scraping on the front of the tank. And the big daddy there in the middle was attacking the algae scraper. But other than the top off, Danny, do you have to worry about it draining into the yard incorrectly or anything getting into the pond that would be dangerous for the fish? Yeah, and they're probably going to experience a growth spurt from having all the fresh water. I just topped off all my tanks today. Ooh, 30 gallons a day? Well, as long as you can afford the water bill, I guess that's not a bad thing. Yeah, I just did top offs on most of my tanks today. I still need to do the 75 gallon and the two salt waters. It's amazing how some of the tanks can be right next to each other and they have almost no evaporation, and other tanks are evaporating so quickly, and I don't know what the difference is. Well, at least you're aware of it and you're able to keep up on it. You never know, maybe you'll get some more fish spawning going on because of all the fresh water coming in and the water levels changing. Kevin keeps telling me I need to do a fish room tour, and it's like, I know I do, but I need to get rid of all the algae in the tanks first, or do the plant maintenance, or there's so much to do. Oh, is that what's been happening? Well, that's good as long as the yard isn't getting soggy and you're not noticing any problems in the foundation of the house. That would be the other concern I might have with it, but sounds like you've got some good drainage there. And Larry, if you're going to take a tablespoon of water out every night, you have to take one out of each tank every night so they evaporate at the same level. Though I'm hoping that new siphon that we looked at on Amazon Prime might help with the water changes more. Might be able to do more of putting the water out the window or the door. It's entirely possible if you have mangroves there, or also if you build cattails around it. Cattails will take in a lot of water. Where's the fun in that? BRB, hello. Hope you're doing well too. Oh, then it could entirely be the plants just soaking them all in. Them cattails will soak in water real well, and so will the water lilies. I have a friend that's actually arguing with the local authorities near him that maintain the roadway area. They keep cutting down all the cattails in the culvert, and he gets so angry about it because there's no reason to cut them down. They're doing their job, they're looking great. So he keeps arguing with them and trying to make it so they can't get the mower to them, but they still can't get over there. Oh, mom's on a tear. I think I upset the crevenzas by fixing the water filter because now they've got all this duckweed floating around in the tank and they're trying to figure out where the babies are. Oh, he's sitting in the flow, scooping up all the babies and bringing them back over. That is so cute. Well, it sounds like you're doing the right thing because if the plants are taking off and the fish are doing well, I think you've dialed it in. It's just a matter of getting that leak fixed and you'll be all set to go. Thank you, DRB. Oh, yeah. How long have you been living there, Danny? I know it was there when you moved in. Okay, so you know that it's at least more than 2 years old. It was probably at least a year old when you bought the house, so I'd say at least 3 years. How long do the liners normally last on them? You don't know either? Yeah, I think that's a variable that they probably can't tell you because it's all depending on where you are and what conditions it may have experienced. Yeah, they are. Hi, Larry. You're home. Yeah, that mama's telling them stay away from my babies. She is a really good mother, and so is the daddy. They patrol that tank very well. And all their babies have been liking to hang out right there at the base of that uh, tiger lodge. So that's why they're being so aggressive right there. And it's funny because I have about 8 cribs in there, and they've got 6 of them stuck over in that 1/3 of the tank, and they're taking over 2/3. But they've got all sorts of caves in there. We ordered some more of those today too. You gonna come up on screen, Larry, and talk with us? They're these fish they're aggressive and they're territorial, but they don't really. It's more chasing them away. They don't really go after anything. Well, that's because I have another tank I need to put them in, and I should have actually put more than that on the order.
Hey kids, I gotta talk quiet. My housemate's trying to watch TV. Gonna be nice.
We can't hear.
Can't hear me at all?
Are you? No.
Test, test, test.
Okay. Oh, GRB says he could hear you. Oh, maybe I have it muted on this. He says they
Hello,
do.
hello. Can you hear me now? I can hear me, I think. You can't hear me? Yes, no, maybe? Test, test. I can hear me. Thank you,
Everybody can hear
GRB.
now?
I can
Anybody
hear
else
me.
can hear me?
I think.
Oh,
Yes, my speakers weren't
Can you hear me?
now they work.
Yeah, somehow or another it wasn't going, it was trying to set it to the, I can hear you. Everybody can hear you, your audio is good.
Good. Ah,
Test, test. I can hear me.
Yep, so how it work tonight?
Thank you, GRB. I can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, my speakers worked out.
Can you hear me? Now they work.
mute the YouTube.
I can hear you. Everybody can hear you, your audio is good.
Test, test.
Hi, Faye.
I'm gonna be back in just one moment.
So, how's everybody doing? Ridiculous for me. I was over at Jen's. We were hanging out. I'm watching the fish. I look at my watch, which I took off, and realized that I should have been at work 10 minutes earlier. Something screwy? Can you hear me now? Just ignore her. Yeah, watching these crebenzas has been a lot of fun. Hello.
Hello, I'm back. I had to change some audio settings on the computer
Ah,
because I had been attached to the TV. So it didn't want to let me hear.
so what are all those little white flakes I'm seeing on the left of the screen? You feed them?
Yeah, that is duckweed. I
Ah,
cleaned the filter tonight because
oh,
it was
okay.
barely running. And when I did, it created this duckweed snow globe.
Right, and it's in the current of the filter, so
Yep.
why I'm
So
seeing it.
now I need to put a sock underneath the overflow or a net and catch all the duckweed that comes out.
Ah, okay. Danny, I hit that thumbs up first thing I do when I get into a stream before I even say hello. But thank you.
Yes, thank you for reminding people.
So did you read the instructions on the hatchery?
Yes, I did, and it's very vague and it's difficult to understand, but I figured out the way to make it work. I
Okay.
just now need to put water and eggs in it.
Okay. Yeah, we got one of these little tubes hatchery for brine shrimp. We're gonna make
Yes.
our own little sea monkeys. I'm so excited. I
So
haven't
we
had
got
sea monkeys since I was like 8.
one of these.
Mm-hmm. Brine shrimp incubator. Throw them a few eggs, put it in water, and let sit. It's not really that difficult.
Nope. A little bit of salt.
You never had sea monkeys? I didn't even realize that they were actually brine shrimp until a year ago.
Nobody
No,
did.
they don't tell you that.
Yeah, nobody told you when you were growing up that the sea monkeys were actually shrimp.
And they never told me, so they don't tell you in the packaging. You have sea monkeys.
Yeah, and they never told you why they died off or that you could get more eggs and have more sea monkeys. They always made you think you had to buy the sea monkey thing, and that was the only way to do it.
But it was amazing because they were alive.
Yeah, originally you did think that they were these made up tiny little things, but it is actually real live brine shrimp.
Yep, you had that little petri dish with like a magnifying glass on the top. You put in the sea monkeys, you add water, and you wait. And you watch as they start moving, and I thought it was magic.
Yeah, they never taught you that you had to feed it anything or anything like that to keep it going.
No.
Sasha, stop.
Sasha, hey baby.
She came out from behind a chair.
Because she hears my voice and she's looking for scritches.
Yep, she said,
For
hey, wait a minute.
butt scritches.
That was a false alarm. Where's my scritches?
Look at that crab.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I am so happy that I bid on those.
Yeah, so am I. For all the aggravation of driving to Albany and back. Not much aggravation. I had good company. But that was a long trip.
Yeah. That's the other thing we should do tomorrow if I can get you to get up early. We should ship Kevin's fish out.
Ah, gotcha.
The fish, the books, and the other stuff. That way I can get that off my plate and worry about breeding the rest of the plecos.
Ah,
Still haven't decided what I'm going to do about the endlers.
I thought you said you were going to put them in the 3.5 gallon
Yeah, I
tank.
think I am going to.
Because they're so small.
Originally, I had said I might use them as food for the others.
Mm,
But yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that. It's
no.
one thing. It's one thing if they spawn in there and they're predated on. It's a whole
Ugh.
nother thing for me to put them in there to be eaten.
Yeah. You're just not that type of a girl.
Yeah, but I will go fishing.
Yeah, we need to do that too.
Yeah, we haven't.
We got all the equipment.
We also need to go to Three Sisters Island and go watch the waterfalls.
Yeah.
I'd also like to go to the Arboretum. The, what is it? Oh, I forget what they call it here.
I know what you're talking about. Uh, it's right where is it? Best and Fillmore meet.
Yeah,
Um, the plant place.
the Arboretum.
Gonna make me look it up. She always makes me do work. Uh,
Botanical Gardens.
the Botanical Gardens.
That's what I just said.
I know.
I
I
pulled
found it
it
just as
right
you.
out. I pulled it right out of your head.
She's a genius.
I haven't been to the Botanical Gardens since probably grade school.
I've been to the New York Botanical Gardens. I've never been to the Buffalo one. And
Well,
I
I went
was like
to the one
10.
here in Buffalo, and one of the big things that they do here in Buffalo is they have the time of year where all the butterflies are hatching out. So they have a big thing at that time of year for all the school kids to come and see all the chrysalises and the butterflies hatching out. And,
Oh no, the Science Museum is over by Best and Fillmore. Botanical Gardens are somewhere down South Park.
yeah, in South Park.
Yeah. I was thinking the wrong building. I haven't been to the Buffalo Science Museum either.
Neither have I.
Road trip. Hey,
Yeah,
Dave.
we really need to start looking at all the local things. Especially now that things are opening up again. We should look to see what the Buffalo Zoo is doing right now.
Did I tell you that Tim is working at the Buffalo Zoo?
No, you did not.
Yeah, our 18-year-old neighbor is home for the summer from college. And he got a job at the zoo. He's learning to run the train. They have a little choo-choo for the kids that goes around a certain area.
Oh, how cute.
He's going to be the little engineer. They have a merry-go-round, and he learned how to operate that, and now they want him to be the train engineer and actually sit in the engine of the train
Yeah, well, because
with the
he's
little engineer hat.
he's a little small guy, you
Yeah,
know, so still fits in that engineer seat.
and he's really friendly and he's good with kids,
Yes.
so he'd be good at that. Oh, okay. I guess leave the mouse alone.
Yes, you do.
Ah, frack.
Hey, do you see Daddy?
Hi, kitty cat. Which kitty cat am I waving to?
Misty.
Misty, my baby girl. I love my little Misty.
Oh, oh, there's Daddy.
Misty's the one who likes to, when I pick her up, she gives me the Eskimo nose rubs. Puts her scent on me. I love that cat.
Oh, hello, Sasha. Missy beat you to it. Yep, that's Daddy. You laughed and she looked right at the screen.
Hey, Sasha. Hey, baby. How you doing? How's my other little girl? My little long-haired kitty cat. My baby girl. Daddy misses you. It's been a whole like 3 hours since I gave you butt scritches. All I have to do is go like this, and she comes running.
Yep.
Ugh.
And that's all she wants is butt scritches. She does not want him touching her anywhere else.
Well,
Except
she lets me.
maybe right around her cheeks and ears.
Yeah, she'll let me get under her cheeks, under her chin, and then she'll suddenly turn around so that my hand is right over her butt. It's not too obvious what she wants.
Yeah, and Rex, he just turns over right in your hand and says, "Yep, keep scratching." Misty, however, says, "What are you touching?"
Dad, I'm too old for that. Oh my god. Let me just lay on your lap.
And then she'll give you the Eskimos and nosy kisses like, "Here, do you see who I am?" Just in case you didn't know, I's this kitty. Huh. Well, Misty.
Well, when I pick each of them up, Sasha I pick up and she goes, "Dad, put me the frack down. Right now." Rax I pick up and he moves his head away from me and just leans back so that his head is not looking at me at all. And he looks up and around and just ignores me totally and just wants to see what's up here. Misty I pick up and Misty goes, "Ah, Daddy."
Yeah, Misty gives you hugs. Misty likes to be held. She doesn't want to be anywhere but held.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why right now she's got both paws wrapped around my hand.
Just
Yep.
ah.
She says, "I got you locked in. You're not going anywhere." I've been incapacitated.
There was a Far Side. I think it was no, might not have been Far Side, but it was an apartment, the outside of an apartment, and some woman in an upper floor has the window open and she's got her head sticking out, going, "Help! Help! I'm being held captive by the cuteness of my kittens."
Yeah, we had a stray out at our house tonight. I had
Yeah.
to tell him, "Sorry, I don't have room for any more." But he was very friendly.
Hmm.
I'm wondering if one of my neighbors has an indoor-outdoor cat.
Well, hopefully they would think to put on a collar on it, even like a flea collar or something.
Yeah, they should, but they don't.
They don't.
That's why I think maybe it's time to call the local authorities and see if they can't get a trap and release program out here. Because I know of at least 3 males in the neighborhood that are strays. We don't need a large feral community here.
No. God, no.
Although it is nice that they're keeping rid of all of the mice and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I worry with all the cute bunnies and woodchucks in the area. We don't want them bothered.
Yeah, but they're actually more likely to damage the cat than the cat damage them,
Yeah,
unless they're babies.
that's true. So what is everybody else doing?
Leander Jefferson, hello.
Hey, Leander. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Anybody else have cats or dogs, or are you all fish people? Only fish people,
Well, Danny has a bird. Danny also has reptiles, I believe.
right? Yeah, I know you had reptiles. I forgot about the bird. Or birds.
Well, the bird he got at the store that he works at. They brought it in and it was injured,
Oh,
and he took it home, figuring somebody needed to take care of this bird and get it healthy. And since it's recovered, he's found that he really enjoys the bird.
cool beans. It's very good of you.
And I know that you were expressing an interest in parakeets recently.
No, no, I'd want something bigger if I ever got one.
So what? You're only interested in parrots?
Yeah, the parrot type. Yeah.
The problem with parrots is they have such a long life.
Well, so does my family. I come from a family of long-lived people. My grandmother is 103 and a half.
We're talking 150 years.
Yeah, I know. It'll outlive me.
That's why I'd be okay with a parakeet because they don't have that long life. I'd be okay with a cockatiel or cockatoo. I would really love to have a cockatoo, actually.
I want one that'll like sit on my shoulder, sit on my finger, uh, and not just go crazy and fly all over the house and try and get out.
Well, you have to get them pretty much from hatchlings to get them adjusted to being on your hand.
Okay.
And then from there, it's just a daily training of putting them on your shoulder if you want them to be up on your shoulder. But some birds get too big for being on your hand.
True.
The parrots in general are too big to be hand managed.
Yeah, that's why it's like on the shoulder type thing.
Yeah, you usually see them bring them out on a stand
Right.
so that they can have a firm grip on the stand. Because that's the other thing, it might look cool to have them on your shoulder, but you really don't want their talons ripping into your shoulder to keep themselves upright.
No. Well, right now, the first pet I want to get here is an axolotl. After that, we'll see.
Well, like we said, all you gotta do is clean your area
Oy.
and then find one. Because they had them at the fish place for a couple of weeks and now they don't have them. I don't know if that's just because they're not.
Oh, they got sold. Just
Well,
waiting for
that's
more
the
to come
thing.
in.
I don't know if they'll be getting more in or if it's like a seasonal thing where they only get them at certain times of the year.
They get them every few months or so. I've seen them on a fairly regular rotation.
I haven't been paying attention to them because originally we had said that we weren't going to get one.
True. And I want a dark one. I don't want a albino type.
Right. So, Leander, do you keep fish? And if so, what kind? Miss, you just hopped back up into my lap. What's going on, baby girl? Huh? Did you hear that other cat out there?
Uh-oh.
It was just your brother. You think he was going to get some treat you didn't get?
No, they're not getting treats. Or you could give them treats. They haven't had any in a while.
Do you want some of that special herb?
Oh my goodness. You want to get them high?
Would you like some special blend? Oh, she looked at me right in the face. Special blend? Huh?
Oh, they did like that stuff.
Yes, I had gotten them some new catnip a couple weeks ago. It's got catnip, lavender, honeysuckle, and a couple of other things in with
I don't remember.
lavender, honeysuckle.
It's like 6 or 7 ingredients in the stuff.
Lemongrass, I think.
Yep.
But they really liked it.
She put out 3 piles, and all 3 cats just ate it all up. And any leftovers they rolled in.
There weren't any leftovers to roll in. That was the problem.
There was a little bit.
Of my 3 cats, one of them generally sits down and eats. The second one does a little play in it, does a little rolling in it, and eats it. The third one usually rolls all over in it and then cleans herself off to eat it. Well, this time around, that third cat that normally rolls in it, she sat down and ate. She said, "Nope, I'm not wasting this."
Man, did they eat that stuff up.
Yes. And it didn't make them high. It didn't change their attitude.
Nah, they went out for pizza. It gave them all the munchies.
Made them want to play.
Yeah. Uh,
Do you ever wonder if our fish get bored?
sometimes. I wonder about that when they're in the small tanks. The fish like the that are in like the 180, I don't worry about being bored. There's enough for them to float around in and see the sights. But like the bettas, I often wonder if what they're thinking is like, oh man, I saw this end of the tank. Turns around, And literally 3 seconds later, oh man, I saw this side of the tank.
Yeah, but when I had them in the bigger tank, they didn't
They didn't wander that
explore
much.
that much.
True. Yeah, the 10-gallon was a bit of a waste for them. Anybody else here keep bettas?
I topped off the 180 today,
Okay.
and we do still have one of the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I saw
Flavors.
that. One of the blue Mickey Mouse, yep.
Yep,
I
and
saw that when I fed them.
we still have the one pair of swordtails.
I don't think they like each other very much.
Well, I think it's also that they've got so many aggressors in the tank that
They know not to have kids.
they haven't had the opportunity.
Ah. Yeah, they start to have a little fun, and the bristlenose is going to come over going, hey, what are you guys doing? Stop that. That's gross.
I am going to take a moment to switch the focus of the camera.
Okay.
So,
Ah, good, she's gone. Now we can talk about her. Oh, wait, she's listening. Man, can't have any fun on this. Ugh. Hey, yesterday and today was Amazon Prime Day. Did anybody buy anything? Danny's going to sleep. Good night, sir.
night, Danny.
Good seeing you.
Thank you for coming and hanging out.
I'm surprised we don't have Sean and Travis and Adele. It was good to see Blackie tonight, but he was acting all professional.
Oh my. Well, that's because he was coming right
Yes.
from his own stream.
Yes, it's a sale on Amazon if you're a Prime member. You have to pay to be in on it. Ooh, it's a 180. Awesome. Yeah, there's some pretty good deals on there too, if you buy stuff off of Amazon. Um, it's not a holiday; it's a sales day.
It's
They
like
just pick,
Black Friday.
they just pick some random day of the year, and now every year at this time they do a 2-day sale.
It's just their way of trying to generate extra sales at a particular time of year where they don't normally get many.
Yeah, so we got some stuff for the fish tanks. I got some computer ports. I got a set of sheets for my bed. I got some bottle cap candy. Oops, shouldn't have mentioned that one. I like the bottle
Yeah,
caps.
and we didn't get in there in time to have me look at pants and sneakers.
Actually, is still an hour of it. You can connect to my computer while I'm signed into it. Or I can sign you into my account on your laptop and you can look real quick.
Yes, please.
I can do that. Team Viewer is a great program for connecting to other computers and doing remote control on them.
The loaches are very active tonight. I see one of your boutique loaches going up and down, up and down.
I love those boutique loaches.
Well, I topped off the tank tonight, so everybody's more active.
Ah. Sign in.
And I need to get in there and do some plant maintenance, it looks like.
I think that's my password. Nope, not my password.
There's one of the quarries.
Yeah,
Yep.
one of the leopard quarries.
Yeah, it's just up front.
Yes. Man, all this security. You know, we sent you a link.
What I really hate about those security programs is when you've changed your phone, they
Oh,
don't
and
tell
there's no
you
way.
who to contact to get that number changed so that they stop sending it to a phone you don't have anymore.
Yes, I approve the sign in. There you go.
Well,
There you go, dear. Now you just need to look up what you want.
thank you.
I hate to admit it's already set for my oops. What you call it? What I'm trying to do. There we go. Come on. Maybe.
It's
Getting there, yeah.
they're really slow. Danny
Okay, well,
wants
let
to
me
know who wants
disconnect.
to save money by buying him a bunch of Amazon.
Well, if it's stuff that you were hoping to buy in the first place, me. I needed some computer stuff, some computer parts. Put my desktop computer back together. New motherboard, new chip, after I blew it up a couple of months ago. I'm using my housemate's computer. which is okay, but you can only put 3 hard drives, and with my 8 hard drives, it won't let me put it on. So that sucks. So I want to get my desktop with my large tower back together. Danny, go to sleep. Hey Jen, can you make your screen the full screen? I want to see the tank. Thank you. My Denison barbs up. There's my loach crossing over. Somewhere under that tangle of branches is a bristlenose pleco and a king tiger pleco.
Bristlenose is in the front of the one on the right, wiggling around.
Okay, last I saw, my king tiger was in the back of the left one. So he's probably under there again.
Yeah, the bristlenose is right in here on the wood.
Oh, on the right one? Okay. Cool.
And yeah, the king tiger's on the back somewhere.
Yeah. Hiding from me.
Such is the bane of your existence.
Yeah.
So, it's feeding time. You gonna come out?
And where's the gourami hiding? He was at the bottom when I saw him a few days ago. It was very unusual that he'd be sitting at the bottom.
He's over in the right-hand side of the tank.
He's usually up near the
Kind of
top.
near the bottom.
Yeah. He's usually up near the top. I'm surprised.
Yeah. He's kind of on that spot there is a spot that most of the time the loaches stay out of.
Ah.
And the Denison barbs don't tend to go in there either.
Yeah, they stay in the middle. I see the male swordfish.
Yep.
And in the back is the female.
Oh. Yep, and the Mickey Mouse.
Oh, there's a bristlenose. Right in front there.
Yep. And there's a Cory up on the wood. Just coming down.
Yep. I really like this tank. I'm glad we got it. I'm glad you finally had the chance to put it together.
Me too.
We had this tank for over a year with nothing in it. And we're gonna make this one the discus tank.
Yes.
We need to get back over to Mystic Blue Fish Store by me, because they have a lot of discus. Although they tend to have the more common, I think, just the basic red, the very light colored ones. I like the dark colored ones myself.
Yeah, I really like the blues.
Oh, those blues. Got an incandescent blue.
Yeah.
At the fish store last week. Wow. Now, that was a medium-sized one. Do we want to get something like that, or do we want to get smaller ones, younger? Or do we want them to be about that size?
Well...
So what, 2.5, 3 inches?
if we buy them smaller, they're cheaper.
True. I like that thought.
But we'd have to order them in, which means that the price is then you have to add on to the pricing to have the shipping.
Well, not if we get them local. I mean, Fish Place doesn't charge for
Why would
ordering.
anyone pay $81 for leggings?
Are they the Tic Tac leggings that make your butt stick out?
No.
Then no. No, then I agree. You don't need those.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying clothing from Amazon. They are way overpriced.
I noticed that on the men's underwear, they were tended to be a little higher. For the same thing, I can get it about a third off if I go to Walmart and get the exact same thing.
So now I look at sneakers and see if there's anything there, but other than that, probably not.
Well, it saves me money.
Yeah,
Hey, I offered, so I'm happy. You got a chance to look. I mean, I got my motorcycle sneakers off of them. I've got a lot of my motorcycle gear from them.
oh yeah?
The thermals that I like to wear for when it's cold and I'm on the bike, I got from Amazon. Um, I think I got a pair of the gloves that I use regularly off Amazon. Trying to think what else. Maybe that is it. Okay, I guess that is it.
Yeah, even the sneakers, I can find them cheaper somewhere else. So, yeah, it looks like we'll be hitting Walmart this week.
Okay, I can deal. But I have enough antacids and Aleve that I don't need to hit the pharmacy part.
Okay. Well, you still need your apple juice, right?
Uh, I still have like six packs or something, or 7 6 packs. So
Oh,
no,
that
I'm
would be
good
the
for.
cheap loads.
Oh yeah, I saw the. Oh, there's a gourami going across the top. Oops, I lost her picture. I hope she's frozen and not the whole stream. Anybody still here? Hmm. Ah, Something wrong with her system. We'll find out in a sec. When she was closing out of Amazon, she probably X'd out of the whole browser. So just open it, get back to StreamYard. She's good that way. But let me text her and make sure she's okay. GRB, you've been here this whole time? You've been so quiet. Dude. Really? So what do you think of Jen's tank? 180 gallon. Denison barbs, about 7 or 8 of them. That nice. They're the most active. Going across the middle, the most obvious. The loaches, they get very active. The leopard quarries, usually they hide underneath. Every once in a while, when they're hungry, they'll come out and scurry. And the swordfish, they've just been dying off for a long time. Yeah, Jen says she's trying to get back in. There she is.
Don't know what happened.
Did you close the browser or something?
I closed the one with I closed the page for Amazon, and then it just said that I wasn't connected to the internet anymore, even though I was.
You're hardwired in.
Exactly.
That's what that wire is. It's her network cord. That laptop, for some reason, keeps dropping Wi-Fi. So we've got her hardwired in. So as I was telling GRB, I love this tank. And the fish that's in it. The one pearl gourami at the top. Usually he's at the top. I was really surprised to see him at the bottom a few days ago.
Oh, he's probably just picking around for food.
That's possible.
And he's figuring out where the quiet spots are, where the loaches don't go very often. And
well, he always figures that out.
yeah, he's pretty good fish. Very happy.
Yeah, he's one of the ones we've had the longest.
Yep, he is.
One of our originals. Wow. That's amazing. How we could be losing so many fish and that you have one or two that are just hangers on, and they ain't never going to go anywhere.
Yeah, it actually, if it weren't for the fact that I do want to do discus, I'd be tempted to turn this tank into a crib tank.
Ooh.
And do the 75 as the discus. Because I'm just thinking what it would look like with all the caves in the back corners.
Okay.
That would be a really nice setup. And with all the wood for the babies to hide in. Wow. Very cold.
Oh no.
So GRB, are you going to be going to get some heaters or maybe just get like a room heater to warm the room up more? I haven't heard from Kevin today.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's unusual.
I'm wondering if he's upset with me or maybe if today is a travel day for him. I know he sent me a text last night saying, text me when you get this. But I think I talked to him right around the time he sent it. So I'm not sure if I was supposed to text him or not.
Oh.
So I texted him before the show, about an hour before the show, and he didn't answer. I tried calling him, he didn't answer. So I don't know, maybe he's in trouble, maybe he's traveling, who knows. Hopefully everything's okay. Rex just climbed into my lap.
Ah.
He's waiting for the nighttime nappy sucks.
If you GRB, if you have blankets, put blankets around the tanks. Even without heaters, that'll warm it up just that little bit to keep them going.
And you can do some water changes with warmer water to raise the temperature slowly.
Yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
Stop using the mouse.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Or use the mouse with the other hand, even though it's more difficult.
Yeah. Ow. Oof.
Yep, Rex is trying to get his nighttime snuggle. It's time for him to go nighty night.
Aw.
So I can actually hear things in the room today. Now that
You
I
don't
top
hear
up all the tanks.
you don't hear all the water splashing. Right.
Yeah, I've got to check the bucket to see if the fish in there are still alive after I added water.
Well, I had added last week. I had put in like a half a pitcher just to get it back up to the top of the filter. I
Yeah,
noticed it was getting low.
and then it got low again, and
Ah, okay.
so I've got it running again, and I'll check it after the stream and see who's still in there. Maybe that'll be something else we could take care of tomorrow. I'll catch out the other fish and we'll do that.
Ow.
Yeah, if your white clouds are getting slow, you know it's cold water.
Hmm.
You could put a blanket on top of the tank. Make sure the air can still get in, of course. Um, you can also, if you're careful about it, put an electric blanket on top of that blanket to let the heat slowly get through the tank.
When's the last time it was that cold there? I know you're other side of the world. You got winter right now, don't you?
Yes, they do. It's just an unusually long, prolonged cold spell for them.
Yeah.
What do you think I should feed that tank tonight?
The big one?
Yeah.
Usually just flakes. That's all they've been growing. That's all they've been they ever get generally.
Well, I've given them bloodworms.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you gave them that?
Oh, a while ago. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Rex, they're scaring the fishies. Oh, you have the green swordtail fry, and they're thriving. Wow.
Ah, well, that's good.
Rex.
Bloody hell.
No. Come on, move. Move.
Come on, move it, cat.
Get out of there. You don't need to eat bloodworms.
Oh. Do we have the bloodworms in cube form, or is it a sheet?
Oh, that was the sheet, just because I want to use up the sheet.
Okay.
But we have both.
Okay.
And for the veggie eaters, I'll give them some spirulina flake.
Okay. A little different.
No, Rex, you can't have it.
But Mom, it's food, and you're letting me see it. So therefore, you must assume that I'm going to have some.
Okay.
So they're all happy now. So who else is still here besides GRB? Give a hello. Other than you, Cat, get out of the camera picture.
He said, what? Well, there are 5 people watching. That's me. Well, 6. No, 5. That's you, me,
GRB,
Jerry.
and 2 others
Yes.
who are being quiet. Wake up.
Oh, just because they're being quiet, it doesn't mean they're asleep. They might be working and lurking. Especially at this time of night, a lot of us like to do our water change stuff, but still have a YouTube something going. Oh,
Okay, that's possible.
entirely possible, yes.
They're getting used to the cooler waters.
Earlier today, before I figured out that it was the filter that had basically stopped moving, I had thought about putting a power head in this tank, the 75.
Oh,
But once I figured out the filter wasn't working,
oh dear.
I cleaned the intake of it and cleaned the impeller well, and now it's pumping out very well.
Huh. I would have thought swordtails would warm water also.
Well, I'm glad you're having success with them in the colder water. It just goes to show you that, all the things that we learn about the fish, things change over time. Stay out of the fish bucket.
But Mom, put more water in, so obviously I can drink from it.
You know what? That's something else that we should have looked at on Amazon.
What?
I looked to see if they had one of those water dish things like Terry has. Have you seen the one that she has up in the upstairs bathroom?
Yeah.
I like that one, and I think they might actually drink out of it.
Hmm. I got like 10 minutes. Let me see what they got here.
I used to have green swordtails when I first started keeping swordtails. And now I have the pineapple sunset sword, Mickey Mouse pineapple swordtails. But I do like the green still. Just the ones that were available in my neighborhood didn't, their coloration just didn't seem right the last time I looked at them.
It's too bad that we never got the water fountain that we had already for them working again.
I haven't tried to get it working. I don't know what I would need to do.
Uh,
I have all the parts to it, but I'm just wondering if the trickle down method of that particular water thing would be better for Rex since he seems to like running water.
Yeah.
And since he's really the only one that I'm concerned about making sure they have running constant water.
Hmm.
After what happened with my last male cat.
True. Trying to remember what type she had. I only saw it for a short time.
Type in Daisy Fountain.
It had a daisy on the top?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then I do remember. Yeah, there's a couple like that. Yeah, there's a couple of cute ones that are similar. $2 liter, 2.5 liter. Go back to page 1.
Yeah, I really love to watch the swordtails, the males backing up through a tank trying to find the female.
Oh, fuck. Frack. Come on, come on. Okay. 3 liter. 2 liter. 3 liter. 2 liter. 2.5 liter. ultra quiet.
Yeah.
That works. Bye now. Get delivered to your house. Yes.
Yeah, you can see one of the Mickey Mouse, some sort pineapple Mickey Mouse swordtails just went through the tank.
Mm-hmm.
There's a female up at the top. Don't know where the male is hiding out at the moment. They'll show up soon, I'm sure.
Hey, it was there a short time ago.
Oh, there he is. Near the bottom, middle, going up towards the top.
Yeah.
But my newest passion is the killifish and the cribs. I love my live bears, I do, and I would never stop keeping them. But I definitely uh, like the attitude of the killifish and the cribenzas, and their coloration is gorgeous. That's one thing I'm going to have to research is, can all these killifish be put together? If I have a big enough tank, could I have different species in together as long as I'm not worried about crossbreeding? Because I think it might be nice to have a killifish community tank.
Yeah.
Good.
If you could put those different killifish together, yeah. That would be amazing.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, and I'm wondering if I can make enough money working for Donald to actually go to Aquashella in Chicago. Because I would really like to try to go to Aquashella.
When is that one?
August.
Oh.
I believe. Somebody said it was supposed to be right around Halloween time, though.
No, I think that's the Dallas one. Is the Halloween one? Yeah, GRB, we got a couple of sets of the killifish now. A couple of different types. And they're just amazing looking. I mean,
Are you able to get the killifish eggs in Australia? Because I bought some live ones, but I've also recently ordered some eggs for hatching.
that is going to be interesting to see how those come out.
Yeah.
Just like the blue Galaris.
Yes, I can't wait for those. I'm really hoping that they turn out as beautiful as they look.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the actual breeding, the actual hatching, works out.
Well, from what it sounds like, it seems like a pretty simple process.
It's probably going to be like the brine shrimp hatchery. You add
Pretty
water
much.
and
Pretty
wait.
much. Add water, wait, and make sure that you have the right foods in the tank when they become
Ready
with
for them.
you.
Yeah, when they give birth. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Which means I should really think about getting a couple of these 5 gallon buckets or those totes that I have outside already.
Yeah.
Um, Start getting some hornwort and stuff like that into the water and water in them and leave them outside so that they can grow in Fosoria and stuff.
Okay.
So that when I have the wigglers, I'll have the right stuff to give to them.
Ah. Golden Wonder Killian.
Yeah, you're right. That would be a struggle. Yeah, the Golden Wonders are pretty much available everywhere, I believe. I think they're the most common one that people see. It's definitely the most widely exported.
Okay. Yeah, cute. Yeah, definitely. Lake Aquatics has some. Has a good. Yeah, definitely see if you can get some eggs of any other type. And if you need one heater for a tank, go for it. Just to have it set. So if you get any cold spells, they'll be okay. Hey, Jess.
Hi, Jess. Were your spidey senses tingling? I was talking about the cribs that you're sending me earlier.
We were just talking about Aquashella and if we can afford to go. We were wondering when the Chicago one was. Do you know offhand? And was thinking sometime in August. And as I was saying, GRB, see if you can get eggs from. I was on eBay from Thailand, shipped to you.
Okay, I just found it. Chicago is the August 14th and 15th.
Oh, okay.
Dallas is the October one.
Is the Halloween one? Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't know about the Chicago, but the Halloween one I was pretty sure was the Dallas one.
Oh, thank you, Jess.
Oh, so they're on the way. Yay. She was just figuring out which tank she was going to put which fish in, move fish around. So we're excited for these. But after seeing a couple of people's videos of Aquashella last week, even I've thought about it.
And it's just, even if I don't buy anything while we're there, it's mostly I want to go because I want to meet the people from the fish fam.
Yeah. Meet some of your crazy people. Let you meet me and her.
And I've never really gone to anything like one of these big fish shows. Haven't even joined a fish club, really. So, I think Aquashella would be a fantastic way to start getting into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people are talking about the American Killifish Association, and you should be a member of that, and you should be a member of this, and you should be a member of that. And I know I can't keep up with all these different groups that there are, and I have to find one that's going to be somewhat local to me.
Right.
But I do like the idea of the American Killifish Association. I did talk to Kevin a little bit more about it. He became a member.
Okay.
And apparently, they, part of their membership, you actually get fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, killifish that are bred in the hobby.
Oh, wow. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I need to check into it more.
Jess
Jess
is
says
a member.
she's also a member.
Why are we not surprised?
Well, I just recently found out that Jess has killifish.
Ah. She has a little of everything. She's amazing.
Yes.
We're just waiting for more puppies. Oh, God.
If she has more puppies, I'm going to hold you to that.
Uh-oh.
And I might just have to name it Skipper.
That's funny.
Yeah, it'll be at least a year. That'll give us plenty of time to save up, Jeff. That'll work out well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little boy that you had named Skipper, he was such a cute little guy.
Was that the last male that she had?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted. He was so beautiful. Sigh. Why do you do this to me?
What makes you fall in love with animals?
I keep saying how I don't like fish or specific types of fish, and then you go and get one and I fall in love with it.
Is that what I gotta do to get dogs? Just go get one?
No, because there are still some breeds I will release into the natural wild, and
Well, you and I agree on different breeds, so that's not gonna be a problem.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we tend to have the same taste in most things. It's amazing. Whenever we watch any of these renovation shows, we always agree that on the things, whether we like something or we don't like something.
For the most part.
Yeah, so when one of us wins the lottery and we build a house together, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the same taste in uh, marble for the kitchen and uh, where we're putting the jacuzzi, little things.
Yeah. Well, we're getting more than one jacuzzi, though, right?
One for indoors, one for outdoors, of course.
Yeah, one for my personal bathroom and one for yours.
Those two. The indoor swimming pool is going to be nice too.
Yes, that would be very nice. I would actually get some real exercise for a change.
I saw on Zillow, I was just looking at what the more expensive houses look like for sale. And
Yeah.
there's one in uh, Orchard Park that I think belonged to a football player, to a Bills player. Indoor pool. I mean, basically, it's just a really large tiled room in the back that he put in this gorgeous pool and hot tub and everything. It was like just a cheap, like $12 million home or something.
Yeah. Hey, did I tell you that Donald's friend that has the coin shop has actually met and spoke with Jim Kelly on several occasions?
No,
Yes. Apparently,
cool.
he almost bought a large selection of Jim Kelly stuff that was being put up for auction. And he was talking to him about it, and just things didn't work out where he ended up making the purchase, but he still has all the contact information, and Jim
Well, that's
Kelly
cool.
stops in at the shop occasionally.
That's nice.
So, yeah. But that's a place that I could get into a lot of trouble really easily.
Sports memorabilia
No,
or that coin shop.
that coin shop. They
Yeah.
have some old Hummels there. They have older jewelry there,
Oh,
old
okay.
pocket watches, um, all sorts of old antique type things besides the coins and the cards and the stamps.
Ah. Yeah, we've got a friend who collects old U.S. and now he's going on to foreign coins, but he's got a large collection of rare U.S. coins from the 18th, 19th century.
Yeah, 1800s on up.
Okay, 19th, 20th century.
But And just looking at those coins, the artistry that went into them back then.
Yeah.
And I love the way he's got it all set up in the books that you can just go through year by year. He's also got not just the year by year, but he's got ones from each individual minting.
Right.
So he's got it from every mint that distributed them that year. He gets one from every mint
Okay.
because they could actually vary slightly, and they do, and the coins themselves do vary because they're each stamped for the mint that they came out of.
Well, of course.
So that makes them a little different automatically.
Trying to think what the book he showed me.
That
Like
was the Liberty
there was
coin.
the half dollars, I think.
Those were the Liberty coins. I think they're $1.
The one, oh, okay. No, he showed me a book of half dollar from like 1940 and less and earlier. Just
Yeah.
wow. It's an impressive collection.
And I still haven't done any of the reading I was supposed to do today or the baking.
Whoops.
I've just been enjoying resting. I took long naps today and did a little bit of topping up of fish tanks, and I've just been enjoying watching the fish today.
Yeah.
I decided it was a day that I wasn't going to get in there and get after algae and everything. I was just going to watch the fish. So next I have to figure out how to get that classical music that I was
Yeah.
listening to the other day to play in the house. I think that would be really relaxing to sit and listen to classical music and watch the fish tanks. That could be a good de-stressor.
Oh, I didn't look for Digger. I put the food in the saltwater tank.
And you didn't watch for them?
No, we started talking about other things, and
Right.
I looked away and started working on something else. I was like,
Oh, we'll find them again tomorrow.
Well, as I said, I saw him a week ago. He was fine.
Which I really got to start turning that tank light off. That's why we've got all that green algae in there, is because the light's not been programmed to turn on and off at certain times.
Right.
And part of that is because I never know when you're going to be here to look at them and want the lights on.
Well, you could leave them off, and I've got the access to turn them on.
Yes,
Then you got to remind me to turn them off.
that's the problem, reminding to
The
turn
salt
off.
water. Yeah, just the salt water. I don't bother turning on the freshwater tanks. I don't touch those. Hey, get your hand out of the way.
Oh, I'm trying to turn off the tank.
Oh,
There. Had to get closer.
really?
Yeah, but something blocks the signal, probably because I have all those other remote lights
Huh.
over there.
I can do it from my phone. We've got the exact same type of phone.
Yeah, sometimes I just have to get closer to where the sensor is.
Okay. That's just odd. You're an odd girl.
Yes, I know.
Uh,
That's why we get along so well.
true. True.
Well, I know that you are yawning, so I think we'll
Hmm.
go another 12 minutes and I'll call it.
Okay. So 3:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
That works for me. I took some regular leave instead of the PMs, so I'll
Yeah.
be able. It won't force me to sleep as long because those PMs just really knock me out, which is good. But I sleep half the day away.
Yeah. And I'm starting to feel like I need to have my before bed's meal. My stomach's telling me get something to eat.
Yeah. Did you put your leftovers in the fridge? You tend to forget that.
I have not yet because I plan on eating them.
Eating them? Oh, gross.
Well, I'm at least going to eat the salad.
Okay. I was just so hungry today. I polished off the meal. I polished off the dessert. That's unusual for me.
Yeah, normally you don't get dessert.
Yeah, I was just still hungry. I was willing to pay money for dessert this time.
Yeah, usually you would just wait to come to my house and find a snack there.
Well, as I said, I want the flavored Tootsie Rolls.
I have them.
Hmm. Since you're using the Starburst for creatures, we don't need to save those.
Oh, are you trying to say I should just hand them over?
Yes. I thought you understood that.
No, you still have to earn them.
Oh.
They're like Scooby snacks for Larry.
Okay, Reggie. The things I'd be willing to do for a Scooby snack.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh, and I gotta remember to take that other med today too.
I gotta remember to hit tops, and I've got to get a refill on one of my meds.
It's at your back med.
One of them, yeah.
And have you called the doctor yet about your shoulder?
No. Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, I would say so. If it's been what, more than 2 weeks now?
Over 3 weeks, almost 4.
Yeah, and you're going to the chiropractor and they're trying to help with it and it's not doing anything. It's time to see the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, physical therapy couldn't help with it. They didn't even bother. And the chiropractor's been trying, but... Oh, do I have chiropractor tomorrow?
Good question.
Yes, I have a 2 o'clock chiro. Shit.
Well, hopefully it'll make you feel better.
Well, I'll feel better because I won't be taking the bike to get there.
Right.
And then I'll run home and I'll load up what I can of bags of empties. I got more bags than will fit in the car.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a 2-trip day at least.
Or at least one trip and clear out half of them.
No, we do. You got to get it done. That's how we end up never getting it all done and getting rid of it all is saying, oh, 1 trip's enough for today.
You have what, 2 bags?
Yeah. And you have what, 6?
Oh, at this point I have them
8?
8, 9, 10, something like that. Yeah. A couple of smaller bags, but a couple of bigger ones as well.
Yeah, time to get them back in. And that might actually give us all the shipping money for Kevin's fish.
Ah. Do you have bags to put them in?
No.
I just realized, what are we shipping them in?
Well, what I'm planning on doing is making a fish place run,
Ah. I'm getting some from them.
returning the fish that we need to return to them,
Gotcha.
and asking them if they will package up the other ones for me. And then I just need to put them in the box and get them to the shipper. Because I know that they know how to close up the bag well, and I don't have to worry about it. They have, in the past, I've had a relative buy fish from them and take them on a 6-hour trip home without
It
any difficulty.
doesn't look too difficult.
No, it's just a matter of getting the bag sealed up right. And with the fact that they're plecos, you need to have 2 bags because plecos could puncture the original bag.
Ah.
So they do 1 bag, then they turn it upside down and put it inside another bag, and then
Right.
do up the other bag.
Ugh. I'm not tired, honest.
Yeah, I know. I've been keeping you up lately.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Now, have you heard about the new show Loki?
Yeah.
I need to check it out.
There's been 2 episodes.
I know. I heard Dr. Black talking about it earlier. And he sounds really excited about the program. Says it's really cliffhanger-ish and makes you want to see the next episode right away. So it definitely sounds like our kind of show.
We need to binge watch the WandaVision.
Right. Well, yeah, because I haven't gotten the last 3 episodes, I think.
Oh, have you been watching it?
Well,
I thought you weren't watching it. I thought you hadn't watched it.
I watched some of it with you.
The WandaVision?
Yeah.
Okay.
You showed me like the first 3 episodes.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. I had forgotten that.
Yeah, because you were watching it with Steve at the time.
Yes.
And I've been waiting for you to bring me the rest of the episodes to watch.
Ah. I see.
Said the blind man to the deaf mute.
As he picked up his hammer and saw. Okay.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming in tonight. Jess, GRB, S. I think Ian was here also. Danny was here.
Leander, whoever
Leander,
he is, he or she. I think that's it. But Jess, we're leaving. GRB, thank you for being on.
And Blackie was here too.
Okay. Good luck on keeping your fish warm in case you get a little cold tonight. I know we're going to have a couple of cold days and then it's suddenly going to go to like 85, 90 degrees here. And that's going to be a little on the warm side. Even for us. So, everybody have a good night.
Everybody have a good night. Hope your fish survive the weather changes and that you're all doing well. And we'll see you next, let's see, Friday for Kevin's stream.
Yeah. Alrighty. Bye, kids.
Take care, everybody. Bye.